Good morning, sunshine. It's Tuesday. That means we get to do yoga today. Just as a reminder for anyone who may not have been following along, especially if you're over on Twitch, because I haven't streamed there that long, but last week we're like a week ago, I dislocated a rib. So I have to be gentle in my yoga practices and not overstretch while my rib is still healing and getting itself set back into place. So we are going to do some chair yoga this morning because keeping up with the routine is super important to me. It helps with my health, it helps with my energy, and it will help with my injury recovery in that I am going to do gentle stretches so it's not too overtaxic, but my body can still build up resiliency, have energy. There is lots of good things, and I asked my chiropractor about it, like, is it good? And she was like, yes, it's very good. You just have to be careful, watch, and if it starts to hurt when you bend, stop bending. And so we're going to be going through this. Make sure that if you stop in, you say hello in the comments. It's a little far away so that I don't know I will be able to read them immediately, but I love being able to go back through comments. Good morning, Pat. Hi. Let me know if it gives you the option to join me, because that would be cool if it does. I don't know if it does. But we're going to get started here in just a moment. And so the same thing applies to you. If you are dealing with an injury or have issues with different, like arthritis, back pain, knee pain, these are things I know several people that are friends of mine deal with. Make sure that you are listening to your body's cues, and you want to challenge to get more flexibility and stretch without overtaxing it. So going up to the point where it's slightly uncomfortable and then coming back, but not like trying to push too far into that. So we are going to start out by just getting movement in. We're going to try and use all of our joints today so that they all get working. So we're gonna start with some heel toe lifts. So we're just gonna lift up our heels and then our toes, trying to stretch those as much as possible. For 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And we're going to march in place for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we'll repeat that. By the way, these are exercises that are really good to do periodically if you work at a computer or spend a lot of time at gaming consoles, just to help get that energy go back to our heel toes all the way through your body. Use those joints. It helps in so many ways. And last time marching, and 2 and 1, come back down to rest. We're going to continue to work on our flexibility, just stretching our legs straight out in front of us. Make sure you're keeping your spine nice and straight. And we're going to walk our hands down to our calves. If you can make it to your ankles or your toes, this starts to pull on my rib. So I'm going to start here so that I don't move my rib out of place again, because that sucks. I'm just saying. And then we're going to roll up. And we are going to work on our core and our legs. So if you want to get some stability, I'm going to shift my chair just slightly and get myself set up. You can hold your chair, bring your feet up, and let's just do a little flutter kick for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back down to rest. Flex your toes back towards your body, and then walk your hands down as far as is comfortable for you. Try and get a stretch in. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, you can generally slide a little bit further down. Good morning, Atadel. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. Roll back up. Get yourself nice and steady. Point your toes. And let's get those legs moving with some flutter kicks for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that back down to rest. Walk our hands back down. And take a deep breath. Sink as far as you can. Again, strive to reach the ankles, maybe the toes, and then we'll roll ourselves back up. And again, let's bring that action down to our feet with some flutter kicks. This is good for your core too. Make sure you're holding that in nice and tight. Also keeps the rib from moving. And we'll come back down to rest. Deep breath in and out. All right, we're going to continue working through our legs today. So we're going to just step out to the side and back in. Try not to kick your cat. They make it difficult sometimes. It's like they want to get kicked. Look at her. She wants to be loved. I am working here. Do you mind? I know you don't. Oh gosh, okay. You sit up here. We make things work. I'm just saying. All right, we should have done that about 5 times. I lost count, gained a cat. We're gonna take a deep breath here. Thanks. I am completely distracted at this point in time, but we're going to just repeat that exercise, I think, a couple of more times to get that movement in. So out for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And if you really want to challenge yourself, hold on, let me hold my cat. You can step out and in together and do 10 instead of 5. So, next, you are killing me. You know that, right? We are going to go through and we're going to get some movement. I am so sorry. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but she's literally like nursing on my shirt. She wants love and needy attention, and it makes it so very difficult to do yoga. And she's so darn cute that it's hard for me to put her down. But I'm going to do that for you right now. I love you. Don't blink at me. I know. But I know, but I'm doing things. I love you. I will pet you in a minute. Okay, bye. Hey, hi, thanks. Let's take some of that movement into our arms. I normally do some exercises with my spine, cat and cows to kind of stretch that. I did that last Saturday, and that caused me some issues later in the day, so I am going to skip those today, and that is the reason why. And if you are dealing with injuries, it is good to be aware of where those are and adjusting, adapting, modifying your yoga practices so that you can accommodate those while they heal. So I've decided to give my ribs another week because they say 4 to 6 weeks. So we're 2 weeks in. So at 4 weeks, I'm gonna add those back in. In the meantime, we're gonna do some shoulder rolls to get these joints up and working. So we're gonna start with our right hand, and we're going to just lift our shoulder, roll it around to the back, and when we get to the bottom, we're going to go to the back and roll it all the way around to the front, and then repeat that on the left side. Big arm movements all the way around, trying to reach as far back as is comfortable for you. Do this in a slow and controlled method so that you are not jerking on those joints, letting them get as full a range of motion as possible. Again, just the shoulder. And on the left, big arm circle. Left arm. Take a deep breath in, and we're going to do some stretches. So we're going to start by taking our right hand to our left shoulder, wrap our left arm underneath. If you can't get your elbow around your arm, just take your hand and gently pull it. If you are doing this on a regular basis, you'll be able to wrap around. Big arms, like you're gonna hug someone. And then let's go to the other side. Again, feeling that stretch across the back of your shoulders. And let's come out and do some arm circles. So to the front for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And to the back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that back down, shake it out. And we're gonna repeat that series. So right hand across. These are also really good activities to do to stretch our arms and our shoulders. Again, if we are spending time at work, doing our hobbies, just to help keep everything limber, make sure that we are using all of those joints, doing those forward circles, and then to the back. And bring it down, shake it out, and let's bring those arms up to the front. Take our right hand down to our knee, and then center, up and center, left hand down, and up and center. And we're going to repeat that series. So this will be 2, and 3, and 4, and 5. Bring that down to rest. You can shake it out a little bit, and then we are going to bring our arms straight up into the back. And we're just going to lift from the back up to the front. If you have weights, you can use weights. If you don't have weights, you can use a book or canned goods, anything that you want to add a little weight in. I am not adding weights today because, again, that puts extra stress on this rib, and I don't want to do anything to like shift it out of place. All right, so we're gonna do a couple of more of those for our arms, so straight out in front. And we're going to go up to center this time instead of down to center. And we're going to repeat this. This will be 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Oh, no, we're not at 5 yet. Now we're on 5. Get ahead of my counting. Bring it down, and then all the way up and straight to the back and up for 4 and 3 and 2. Last one, and we'll come down. Deep breath in and out. Let's roll our necks, use our joints up here, make sure that they are all lubricated. So drop your chin to the chest, roll your head to the right, drop it to the back, and when you get back to center, go back the other way. Again, do this as a nice controlled movement, allowing those neck muscles and vertebrae to work slowly and lubricate and get motion in a full range. Come back to center, deep breath in and out. I can breathe deeply without a lot of pain, a little bit of pain, but that's okay. All right, we are going to do a couple of standing practices to work on balance. So if you stand up, if you have a chair, you can just kind of turn it sideways or stand behind it, and we are going to lift ourselves up on our toes, and then we're going to roll back to our heels. If you want to challenge yourself, try and keep your balance without holding on to the chair. It's actually much harder to do it on your heels than it is your toes. But this is really good for working on your balance, keeping things balanced. You can take like a block of wood or a book that you can stand on to like increase the amount that you have to lift. And from here, we are going to work on our side balance. So we're just going to start by centering our weight over our left foot. We're going to extend the right foot out to the side, and we want to have it hover up above the ground, and we're going to hold it here. This is going to work that outside muscle. You also work the inside muscle when you are trying to hold it up and steady. So this is a really good strength building, and we'll bring that back in. And we're going to center our weight on that right foot this time. Extend that left foot out. Have it hovered over the ground. If you want to work on your balance, lift your hand up and don't hold on. And we'll hold that for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that back down. Switch feet again. Make sure you're nice and centered and balanced. lift that right leg. Now, in other yoga practices, they do a tree where you bring it into your thigh, or you can just hover a little bit over. It helps both ways. And we're going to center our weight on the right foot, extend that left foot out to the side. I need to move that chair. And we'll hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back down. Good morning, Henry. Nice to see you here this morning. All right, deep breath in and out. And we are going to end our practice here today. Thank you guys so much for stopping in, saying hello. I hope that you were getting some good energy, some good stretches from it. As we continue to heal, we will bring in some more of the more challenging poses and we'll expand upon that. But you have to start where you are and work with what you have. And that's absolutely amazing. So even if you are struggling, I am so glad it was helpful for you, Atadel. And these are great practices that you can do any time of day. I will often find myself at the computer and that cross stretch, one of my favorites. Like, just give me a moment, let me stretch my arms and my shoulders, and like I'm ready to go again. So again, thank you guys so much for being here. We will be back at 8:30 Central Standard Time tomorrow morning, and we're probably going to be making breakfast again. So come back and join me for that. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and now we're over on Twitch. And if you are interested in sharing and getting celebrated for all of your work and achievement, I have a Facebook group, Confident and Healthy Living. I love for people to stop in and share what things they are adding to their lifestyle, whether it's walking, yoga practices, silver sneakers, workout videos from YouTube. It's all about us feeling better, living better, and I would love for you to come and join us and celebrate with us. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.